Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I learned something last night. I realized that, I knew Arizona didn't follow daylight saving time. But I just kind of just like, they'll be on mountain time. So what I learned is, they're actually technically on Pacific time right now. So they didn't move their clock forward. So they're an hour behind me right now. So, which is great. I got an extra 45 minutes of sleep. But yeah, we are like an hour and 40 minutes away. We'll be there right around 6:45 Arizona time. Let's get to getting. Yeah, this is the video that y'all been waiting on. Me unloading trucks. But I gotta check something, because I noticed those last two stops. I was looking at them earlier. Those are backwards. And I gotta see how many pieces are at those last two stops to see whether I can flip them or not, because that just makes no sense where they got it. Very last stop gets 39. And the one prior to that gets... I'd have to move those 66 out of the way to get to that 39, but it's just... that's probably what I have to do. I'm going to have to go back here and just to rearrange those two, because that just makes more sense. It's just stupid, because it's taking me to Hayward, which is over in the Sacramento area. And then that very last spot, no, I'm sorry, it's taking me from West Sacramento, where they got going from Sholo, Phoenix, to Shafter, to Fresno, to Stockton, just my brain. All right, so that's Phoenix. We go to Shafter, Fresno, to Stockton. Yeah, then West Sacramento, and then back over to Hayward near the coast. So if I'm at Stockton, instead of going to West Sacramento, I can just go to Hayward and then go to West Sacramento. And then that's on my way to Reno. I just gotta let you get to that, all that stuff off, see if, how big a pain in the ass it'll be to rearrange that shit. So anyhow, let me get to driving. We got to go. Thanks for being here. Let's get to getting. You know, I've had this idea in my head for a little while now, and I'm leaning more and more towards doing it. I've already got approval from Mercer, because, you know, I reached out to them and said, here's what I got an idea of. What do y'all think about it? And so it's not like I was asking for approval. It's just like I wanted to see how they felt about it, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. But they liked the idea. They talked about it, and they said, okay, yeah, do you. So the idea is, after I got blessings from the powers that be at Mercer, I posted in the Facebook group. The idea is, well, in the Facebook group, I asked for anyone to show if there was any interest. I had a few responses. I told them I'd contact them when I had more of a plan, and then figure out what's going on. Now, the idea is to do a live stream, maybe a weekly, every Saturday, around 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And the working title is Meet Mercer. Meaning I'd get drivers who are willing to come on. I'll have a co-host in mind. I have a co-host. I got one in mind. I'm not going to mention his name is, but you already know him. I'm not going to mention the name yet until I figure out whether it's something that I want to commit to. But I've been asking everybody else, but I need to ask you guys. You guys are the viewers. You're the ones in the community. Would you be willing or would you like to see a live stream, a weekly live stream, maybe even every other week, maybe just a couple times a month, maybe not every Saturday because, trucking is trucking. About an hour or so with, along the lines, like I said, the working title is Meet Mercer. And the idea, like I said, is to bring any interested drivers in on the live stream, and we'll talk to them, get to know them, and then talk to them specifically about Mercer, their likes, dislikes, improvement suggestions, and so forth. Not trying to bash Mercer at all, but like I explained to them when I was talking to them, I was like, listen, people on my channel, they come across my channel because they are interested in Mercer, and they'll look into Mercer. But of course, a recruiter, and even though Mercer's got their little roadshow live stream from time to time, recruiters and the company, they're just going to try to sell, right? And which is not bad, because Mercer's not a bad company at all. But when they hear real Intuit drivers talking about things, and the goods and the bads and the improvement suggestions and all that good stuff, that sticks more to a potential driver versus that driver watching a company podcast or something, right? So they agreed. So also more than just having drivers come in, thought about having some Mercer staff as guests as well. So kind of meet the company, meet the drivers, and get real life experiences and opinions about what we're doing over here. So, as a viewer, as my community, what do y'all think about that? Would y'all be down for it? And if I get a long list of guests, then maybe we could do it weekly, but it'll be bi-weekly probably. Because like I said, I don't know if I can commit to another weekly podcast like I did with KO for the Power Hour for as long as we did. I just don't know. And I don't know if I can get the guests to come on that often. So that's another I don't know. So it's got to be a scheduling thing with everybody involved. And I don't know why I'm trying to gatekeep. The co-host that I've already talked to said he would be willing to do it. It's DC Money. DC Money, my dog. DC's good people, man. So he'd be the co-host. We'd get one guest in. We'd each have our own little questions that we like, and eventually we would develop a routine and our personalities or whatever for that type of show. But it would also be us for real. So let me know your thoughts on that, or if you have any suggestions to maybe help that idea be better. I appreciate it. We're almost there. But there is a Burger King at that 119 I was talking about that I kind of mentioned yesterday as a parking option. We're going to stop there because it's 6 miles before our exit. We're going to stop there because that Burger King there, and I want breakfast. I'm hungry. I want a enormous burrito is what I want. Oh, but they also got some, what is it, like some kind of special Star Wars things. I don't know. But I rarely get Burger King, and I want Burger King breakfast. So we're going to stop there, grab breakfast, and then continue on our journey to stop 1 of 7. Oh, did I tell you? After I last clip, I went around and did the pre-trip, and I happened to open up the back of the trailer just to kind of see if anything shifted, because this load was loaded all the way to the back, and it was so far back I couldn't put any extra securement on there. So their factory little wrap or whatever they put on there, I was checking to see if there's anything shifted, and nothing has. But I remember my buddy telling me the label has the stop numbers on them, so I started looking around for stop numbers. I saw stop 2, I saw stop 3, and I saw stop 4 on the multiple boxes that I could see labels of by just standing on the ground. I did not see one stop 1 on there at all. So I'm already like burning the world on fire, kind of upset. They loaded this shit all backwards. But Ronnie says maybe not. Maybe it's just that last section there, that last row. Maybe they forgot something here and there. They just kind of stuffed it in there. All right, but we're going to see how this works out. If I got to unload a trailer just to reload it and then unload it again because they don't load that shit in the order it's supposed to be ordered, I'll never do one of these sons of bitches again. I won't do it. And I also got to find out why those last 2 loads are swapped the way they are, not convenient, because there's got to be a reason. If there's not a reason, I'm switching those my damn self. I'll go from Stockton to Hayward, then Hayward to West Sacramento. That's going to be what I'm going to do. So we'll see. We'll see. All that stuff will get worked out in the wash in the next couple of days, and you're going to see it. All right, y'all want to ride in with me the rest of the way? How about it? All right. Well, we are in the Show Low city limits. Three miles away. We did stop back yonder for our breakfast. And damn it, that was a big ass 1.9 too. Another big ass 1.9. Okay, I gotta rethink my opinions about 1.9s out here in the West. They're huge, plenty of parking. That'd have been a great place to stop. I even got more fuel there. It was $5.40 there without discount, but it was still cheapest along the route. Well, technically I could have got it for like $5.41 at a QT just west of Phoenix. But I just did the driver's side tank, top off a little bit. It took like 30 gallons. But we might have enough. We might have to get maybe another driver's side fill up at some point. If we can just drive straight through without any delays. Yeah, driving through California with no delays. Yeah. 1 mile, we got to make a right on East Thornton Road. Okay, where that car turned, I know where that truck in front of me is turning. Show Low since 1870. Welcome. Elevation 6,300 feet, founded in 1870. Thornton Road. Turn left onto 16th Street. Oh, squawk box. Or in this case, static box. Looking for what? First source. That's Unisource right here. Should be a couple drives up. Amazon right there. Amazon here. Steel. First source is my next drive. Yes. Builders. Builders first source. I don't know. Is this my entrance? This has got to be. Do I check in here? AM first. It will be on the first truck. Be AM delivery anytime between 6 AM and noon. Alright, so who do I gotta go? Loading zone. Hey, bud. Hey, cabinets. Back up to the second garage door. Okay, thank you. Second garage door. Oh, right there, okay. That's bullshit. What's up top here? That's the question. That is the question. They load them all fucked up. And the labels, you can't even see them. Let's see here. My God. There we go. Someone.
Line 2.
$42 pieces dropped off. Around. Kind of shuffling. You know that little puzzle game where you got to shift blocks to escape a certain block and then shift more to get it, find a path? That's what I was doing back there. I only had to have 2 of them brought off so I could have room. The way this is loaded, absolutely ridiculous. So I told them it's my first time doing a load like this. It's going to be my last one too. I was a little slow, for sure. Those cabinets are heavy. Overhead, about 50, the box says 55 pounds. Having to lift up, and you ain't got but maybe that much room from the top of the box to the roof of the trailer. So, and it's just really snug against the boxes on the side. Trying to get your fingertips in there and trying to, Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's my first time doing it, and I haven't been active in a while. So yes, it's going to be hard on me, on my body initially. If I keep doing it, it'll get easier and easier. Then I'll turn into a psycho like my buddy Ronnie, back here racing with people. Now, I don't mind this statement I'm about to say. I don't mind it at all because it says it right here, driver to tailgate load. That's what I signed up for. However, they had one chick checking off the list, and they had 6 dudes just standing there watching me. Like I said, I don't mind that because it's what I signed up for, but I just thought, isn't it ironic? You know. Alright, so the next place we're going to is Phoenix. That's the Master BOL. I just had him sign. Phoenix gets 34 pieces. Stop 3. Shafter. They get 285 pieces. That's the big one. Well, then Fresno's not much. They get 188. What the fuck is that? I better not be getting sick. Buddy Ronnie was talking about him being sick. I don't get sick. Damn it. Oh, let me pull out and close the doors and head to Phoenix. So we're on AZ 260 right now. 11:36 a.m. I can remember that. 11:36 a.m. on the dash cam. I'm gonna pull that footage, put it right here. There's a road crew there, or a road guy, picking up remnants of an elk that was hit. It looks fairly recent. Still blood spat on the ground, but I don't see evidence of the vehicle that hit it. Unless, of course, that cleanup truck, a highway truck, was the vehicle that hit it. Those things are huge. If you've never seen an elk, those things are huge. And if you've never had elk, oh, it's wonderful. Elk burger, elk spaghetti, elk lasagna. And that's about the only way I've ever had it, was in, I guess, ground up form. But it was good. Even buffalo or bison. When I lived in Colorado, that's when I experienced those. But I've had elk a couple times throughout my life. Because growing up, I had a buddy, his family, they would go do an elk hunting trip. They were big hunters anyway. And West Virginia's is known for having a real large population of white-tailed deer. But him and his family would go 1 week a year, and they'd go out to Colorado and do an elk hunt. And every year they'd bag one. So I was able to experience elk at home growing up. So it's pretty where we're at now. I don't think it's a national forest. It's Overguard, Arizona. At least that's the last area, town, region the trucker path has picked up, and it won't change that until we get to another one. We are 59 miles away from whatever the next turn is. We are 152 miles away from our delivery. Should be there around noonish. Right on the time frame that they have me scheduled at. And out here, you can tell this is off grid. I just looked over there, so I looked over twice. A little camp over there that's got a giant green. They're rainwater collecting tanks for water there, and they got solar panels out there. So I guess people out here just have camps, or that could be something out here for a farm, which I don't think I see much. It's all overgrown, so I don't think it's farmland. This is all probably just hunting land. Camping, living in the wild, off-grid, things of that nature. I don't know if there's any streams out here. I guess this is Arizona desert, right? Sure there ain't no streams out here, or rivers, or anything out here to where you can fish. Maybe there is, I don't know. I guess maybe depending on time of the year, but... Oh well, alright, well, we're gonna keep on going. I tell you, my arms are numb. Yeah. I could go back and sleep. I could take a nap. I could. That's alright, give me a couple hours to recover and do the next one. Whoa, what is this? Yeah, big old sign. Watch out for elk. Next 5 miles. Looks like I'm coming up to like a... I don't know what I'm coming up. I see structures. Heber Overguard. Wild Women Saloon and Grill. It's like an old western town motif-like kind of thing. Is that a dude ranch? No, that's Summit Healthcare. This is where dude ranches would be, right? Places like this, out in the middle of nowhere. Covered Wagon Trail. Yeah, I guess I'm still classified as Overguard. Wish I had my... Oh, a distillery and a brewery right there. Wish I had got the name. Hey, the Dollar General. Never failed. Elk Pines RV Resort. So maybe if you Google Elk Pines RV Resort, you'll know exactly where I am.
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run. No stacks, no shine, just steady and true. Rolling proud in that deep blue hue. Daylight miles, the highway calls. I was born to chase it all. Sunrise and steel, that's how I ride. Rolling strong with the morning sky. From the hills to the county lines, chasing white lines in the daylight shine. Big blue hums and the world feels right. I was made for driving in the light. 2024 built to last. Smooth and clean, he's built for fast. Hands on the wheel, I hold it tight. No scars, just skill, it's a driver's right. Hammer down, let the engine sing. Hear that road beneath me ring. Sunrise and steel, that's how I ride. Rolling strong with the morning sky. From the hills to the county lines, chasing white lines in the daylight shine. Big blue homes and the world feels right. I was made for driving in the light. 4 built to last. Smooth and clean, he's built for fast. Hands on the wheel, I hold it tight. No scars, just skill, it's a driver's right. Hammer down, let the engine sing. Hear that road beneath me ring. Sunrise and steel, that's how I ride. Rolling strong with the morning sky. From the hills to the county lines, chasing white lines in the daylight shine. Big blue homes and the world feels right. I was made for driving in the light. Sunrise and steel, that's my life. No shadow roads, just the sun and this heavy load. Every mile is fresh and new. Me and Big Blue pushing through. Sunrise and steel, that's my life. That's my life.
Big cinematic guitar solo. Engine hum fades under open blue sky.
I hope you enjoyed that footage. Man, that was pretty. I was like, let me turn the camera on for that scene. That was gorgeous. I didn't want to do a super speed buy on it, so I didn't do a long thing. So I wanted to go a little time lapse, but not super fast time lapse, you know. I want you to be able to see some of it. But anyhow, before that, I was driving off to the right, off of one of the campground like asphalt drives. I just happened to notice some movement over there. There was 3 kids on bikes, either early, preteen to early teens, somewhere in that window. They were pumping their arms, baby. Of course, I gave them a good old toot, 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 and a big old smile on my face. I don't care who you are. If you don't get a smile every time you see kids pumping their arms at you, because I bet a lot of them don't even know about that shit these days. If you don't put a smile on your face and if you ignore that, screw you, you're an ass. Put a smile on my face. I liked it. I'll be honest. I almost stopped back here at a little parking area. Take a nap. I mean, I still could use a nap. But the connection through here is horrible. Like right now I have 0 bars. Zero anything. So I can't look up anything. Like, what time does this place in Phoenix stop taking deliveries? I don't know. I ain't got no internet right now. I got 0 bars, 0 G's, 0 nothing. No music. Just sitting here driving. I'm 17 miles from Payson. 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 And then we gotta take Arizona 8 or something. In any case, we're still going. All right, well, we're in the dock. We had to wait a few minutes so they could get they said there was a lot of late show-ups. So they were getting them done. Had to wait for a call. So now I'm heading into the dock. At least this place has a dock. It's a plus. Shit. There are your straps. How the hell are they gonna kick me off the dock without having a vest? Well, he ain't got a vest. So I gotta walk all the way back. Get my vest. I'm all the way back. And he says, by the time you're back, I'll be done.
Alright, OG. Let me get this one. Alright. Let me know about the parts. We'll be done. There's one all the way at the fucking bottom.
Yeah, you got a basement. Yeah.
Just the V9?
Yeah, just the basement.
Alright, brother. It's all you.
That's it. Let's see. Everything off the list checked?
Part of this one is we're doing up here. I see it, Tommy. Hold on. This is yours. These two are yours.
All right. So, as I was arriving here in Phoenix, I learned that my follow-up load out of Verde, Nevada to South Carolina canceled. Now, there is that exact same load on the first now. But it tells me it was rescheduled. Now, that was 55 and change for 2,500 miles. Not horrible. I mean, we want better, of course. But I got a load out of. I just booked it. We're done. We're done here. I just booked it, or committed. What the hell? Committed to it anyway. And we're going to fucking Sioux Falls, Idaho. Just cause. Just cause, was it from Shasta Lake, California? And it's one of those Knauf loads, it's insulation loads, super light. 1,700 miles, 3,800. I like Eric. That's an Eric load. So. We're currently 492 miles from where we're going? Shafter, California? Shasta? We gotta go this way, yeah. It's supposed to be there at 9 a.m. in the morning. It's what they got written down on the books, but that definitely ain't gonna happen because I got 5 hours left I can drive today. It might happen, actually. I mean, because I'm on West Coast time. I'm like, it's only 1:30 for me right now, so I'm tired. I could go to sleep right now. I didn't have to do much unloading on this one, but I did have to do some resecuring and reorganizing. By the time I go, see, it's right. By the time I got back here, he's pretty much done. So, damn it. 500 miles. I don't know, we might be there at 9 a.m. I don't know. I'm not going to sweat it if we're not. That's why I don't book loads 2 weeks ahead of time. That's exactly why. Remember that $8,500 week we had scheduled? We booked those final 2 loads a week and a half early. I don't book that far away. Because when you do, and this shit cancels, everything else that you had potential for is already gone. Oh, I probably should have come out that one. That one had a light. This one doesn't. Damn you, trucker path. Why would you do this? Bring me to a stop sign instead of a freaking traffic light? Sorry, that one over there is red. 2 more cars, 3 more cars here. Traffic stop from the right. Not stop, but I got a turn lane. What's this fucker going to do? That's the question. What you going to do? Oh, what you want? Yeah. Okay, he's coming straight across. Good. All right, now I will get in the center of a turn lane, and now I am clear because the van got out of my way. Good. And we will continue to go over. We got to turn right up here on 43rd and 0.7 miles and get back on I-10 and head west. All right, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4 more drops. I think the next one's the big one, or San Jose's, or the either that. One of them's a big one. I hope it's a dock though. I hope it's a warehouse. Give me a dock, man. Don't make me climb up in there on my ladder. Whatever. We'll get it done. Wrong button. Jesus Christ. Well, it just kind of dawned on me. We are on virgin ground again for the channel, guys. You know, I've been to California a couple times, but one was up north, one was down in 8. I haven't taken California, or I haven't taken 10 into California before until this route. So this entire stretch of road for the next what mile marker we be at? I don't know, 50 miles or so. It's virgin ground. Another reason I say that, I don't see a mile marker. Oh, there's one coming. We're a mile marker 55, but I said 50 miles or so because 51 miles we have a closed way station. In 54 miles we have an open way station. That open way station is a California way station. I know it is, just because I know. So where am I going to stop? I don't know. Am I going to stop before the state line? There's a Pilot and a 1.9 coming up at about 9 miles. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since breakfast, and that was what? 6 o'clock this morning? 6:15 or so. I should go ahead and get a little more splash of fuel before we cross the California line. Did I tell you? Yeah, I told you that my Verde to South Carolina, my Nevada to South Carolina load canceled. Now I committed to that load, and I talked to the agent. He said he's waiting on the broker to get back with him, or his contact rather, and so it hasn't been booked to me yet. But he'll take care of it if the load's still available anyway. So I'm tired, pretty tired. I am. Been up since well, my alarm was initially set for 4:40. Then, like I said, I learned it where I realized that there was an hour behind me, so I didn't turn my alarm off. I just kept it on snooze, and my snooze is set for every 10 minutes, so I didn't really get back to sleep, but I laid there for another hour. So been awake basically since about 4:30. Finally got out of bed about 5:30, and we hit the road. So, well, 5:30 local, That was still mountain time, but when we crossed over into Arizona, it went back an hour. So I guess 4:30. Anyhow, whatever. Point is, I'm getting a little tired, but I still got 400 miles to go. 7 hours and 18 minutes roughly. So I'll stop here at in 7 miles, or I can go 34 miles is a 1.9 and some random T truck stop there, or even 34 miles is a Love's with a pilot there. We are 279 miles from Los Angeles, California right now. We have 200 miles. We gotta hit California 57. What is that? Hang on. What is that? Yeah, 200 miles. We have 57 north on the Orange Freeway for about 50 miles, and then I-5 and I-5 and I-5 and okay, all that goody stuff. No, cancel. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. I don't know. I know what I want to do. I want to just stop right now. Well, what'll happen is I'll stop. I'll grab something to eat. I'll turn on the laptop and start editing the video. And I'll wake the hell up. My brain will wake up because it's been used. And I'm doing something that I enjoy doing. Don't misconstrue that I don't enjoy trucking, because I do. I like what I do. But when you're just sitting here holding the steering wheel, because I'm just a steering wheel holder, that's kind of boring at times. You hear me? And you're on a road that's flat and straight. That's the cool part. Right now we ain't got no curvies, no hills. We're just kind of flat. But I did see the mountain range in front of us. No matter what part of California you go into, you got to cross that damn mountain, from what I've learned. And I saw a little sand tornado back there a little bit ago. I see another one over there. That's what I call it. What do the weather people call it? Spouts or something shit? I don't know. Little weather spouts. Now I'm starting to feel a little windy now because I guess I'm seeing that over there, so that's going to cause wind. Anyway, 3 miles. We're going to pull off. Oh, look at the Glory flag waving. Glory just waving. We are going to pull off here in 3 miles just to evaluate things.